Well, this is a pretty busy shopping center, and take a look right where that gray Jeep is. That is the parking spot where the taxi driver was shot and left to die. Well, we've been out here at Lighthouse Park all day long, and we've watched those waves come up and wash this road away. Take a look. You can see that erosion right there. About 20 minutes ago, the Cape Coral Police Department gave us an update on their progress in cleaning up after a tornado blew through southwest Cape Coral last night. Security is set, and downtown Philadelphia is filling up as people wait for the Pope. That's right. Well, take a look. There's only one entrance to get to these freshman dorms here, and school officials say that is a safety concern. So they actually want to build a road through this land here, but not everyone supports that idea. That agreement is expected to be for 3 years. Now, this all comes after Dr. Nancy Graham announced her resignation last month.
Carolyn, what else is the mom's friend telling you tonight?
Yeah, that friend is telling me that the family is desperate. They are hoping and praying that baby Chance is somewhere out there alive and that they will see him again. Now, take a look. This is the parents' home, and it's also the last place baby Chance was seen by his grandparents. After Kristen and Joseph left the state, blood was found splattered on the walls here, and baby Chance still nowhere to be found.
I've been friends with Kristen for quite a few years now, and we just went through pregnancies together. Our babies are a week apart.
Longtime friend Jennifer Hastings tells Only Wink News she doesn't know what to believe.
It brings tears to my eyes to think about it, just because I don't want to think that she's capable or that Joe is capable of this.
All she knows is 9-week-old Chance is gone, and his parents, Kristen Burry and Joseph Walsh, are not telling the truth.
I believe that anything is possible when you are intoxicated or on any type of mind-altering substance. In their sober mind, I don't believe that they would do this, but you never know when you're on something.
The couple got into a car crash in South Carolina. Not long after, Joseph told his mom baby Chance had died, but authorities say that's not true. And Jennifer was told a completely different story when she last talked to the baby's mother.
I asked her if she was okay and if Chance was okay, and she said Chance was gone. And I asked her what she meant by that, but I never got an answer. She said she had to give him up. She said she gave him to a woman at a hotel in Augusta, Georgia. She didn't say why.
Jennifer tells Wink News this is Kristen's third child. The first baby she gave up for adoption nearly a decade ago, and the second she gave birth to about a year ago, but he died 3 weeks after birth.
My heart is breaking for Chance. That little boy doesn't have his own voice, and his parents are that voice, and they weren't that for him. But he has grandparents that are willing to be there, and I just hug my daughter a little bit tighter because it makes me realize, you know, it's the world we live in. There's nothing we can do about it.
Chance's parents remain in jail tonight. Right now, they face child neglect charges. Meanwhile, the search for answers and for baby Chance continues. Live in Northport, Carolyn Brewster, Wink News Now. He actually had to lay on top of his mother to keep her safe, all while that tornado was carrying his truck and the boat across the house, on top of it and behind it. Let's take a listen to his story.
Pulled my 89-year-old mother out of her chair into the floor, laid across the top of her, and it was like it got so loud you couldn't hear yourself think, and then just explosions and bright flashes of light, and you know, it was just like a war zone.
Dave Hawk telling us about the terrifying moments as the tornado ripped through his home.
When I was getting my mom out of the chair, I had a thought, I hope we make it, okay? You know, and then it just, you know, it was like 45 seconds of mayhem, and then, you know, it's like, okay, I'm okay, she's okay, you know, all right, we did this.
The room he and his mother took shelter in was one of only 2 areas undamaged on the entire property. The rest destroyed. And the worst of the damage Dave hadn't even seen yet.
And, you know, I looked at my driveway, and then I walked over there, I'm like, wait a minute, where's my truck? Where'd I park my truck?
It's believed the truck flew up, went over the house, into the backyard, and ended up underneath his boat. He says this damage isn't nearly as bad as it looked even just yesterday. Since then, crews and local business owners have been coming out to help.
And it's like, wow, you know, the community kind of pulls together. You know, it made me feel good about it, but I'll rebuild, I'll be fine. You know, it's probably the worst thing that's ever happened, but I survived.
And that's what's important, is that they did survive. His mother left with just a minor scratch on her after all of that. And if you take a look at his house, you can see it's all boarded up. It is going to be condemned. Now, luckily, he is staying with family.
And we'll take you a live look too at the boat, a closer look. We have another camera on the other side. Remember, this boat was attached to a pickup truck. Both of them went over that house in this storm. Well, that man was protecting his mother inside. Those are going to be hauled away pretty soon. But back out live here on this street, there's a lot of folks now who have a lot of cleanup to do.